Hello, fellow humans. My name is Charles, and I want to officially welcome you to the channel. If you've been here for a while, you may have noticed something a little different already. Up to now, most of the videos on this channel have used an AI voice. That was intentional, and I want to take a moment to explain why, not as an excuse, but as context. I don't come from a traditional school of science. I'm not a professor, and I don't have a formal academic background in physics or cosmology. What I do have is a lot of curiosity, a lot of questions, and years of trying to understand how the universe works by asking those questions over and over again. I've always been a very visual thinker. I tend to see structures, relationships, and processes in my head long before I can put words to them. The pictures come first. The language comes later. And for me, the language is often the hardest part. Dyslexia is very real, and reading or speaking accurately on the fly can be a challenge. Using AI early on helped me bridge that gap. It gave me a way to translate how I see things into clear language while I was still learning how to explain them myself. It also gave me time to study, to research, to organize ideas, and honestly, to build the confidence to eventually speak on camera. And now I'm at a point where I want to start doing more of that part myself. So going forward, you'll be hearing my voice more often while using AI. Same curiosity, same questions, same ideas, just spoken more directly. I also want to be very clear about something from the start. I get things wrong, often. I'm still learning, still refining how I understand things, and I fully expect some of the ideas on this channel to evolve over time. That's not a bug. It's the entire point. Science at its best isn't about having perfect answers. It's about asking better questions, testing ideas against reality, and being willing to change your mind when the evidence demands it. That's the mindset I'm bringing here. When I talk about physics, cosmology, information, or how the universe builds itself, I'm not claiming authority. I'm sharing how I understand these things right now and how I visualize them as connected systems. Sometimes that means I'll simplify. Sometimes it means I'll speculate, and I'll try to be clear when I do. And sometimes it means I'll miss something important and need to correct it later. I genuinely welcome thoughtful responses, questions, corrections, and different ways of seeing the same problem. What I'm not interested in is shouting matches or certainty theater. I'm much more interested in careful thinking, honest disagreement, and the slow process of understanding something complex together. If you're here looking for absolute answers, this may not be the right channel, but if you're here because you enjoy thinking about how the universe works, how simple rules can lead to complex structures, how patterns persist, and how information moves forward through time, then you're in the right place. A lot of this channel is about structure. How atoms become stars, how stars become galaxies, how matter becomes life, how information survives change. Underlying all of it is a simple idea that keeps coming up again and again. Patterns that can survive tend to shape what comes next. That idea has guided much of what you've already seen here, and it will continue to guide what's coming. I've spent a long time working quietly in the background, building this series, planning content, and trying to make sure there's a coherent path through the ideas. Now I'm ready to step into it more directly and speak to you myself. So if you've watched any of the videos so far, thank you. Or if this is your first time here, welcome. And if you stick around, I hope this channel gives you something worth thinking about, even if we don't always get it right the first time. I'm Charles Carroll, and thanks for listening.